Alright, so this is it. I finally got all the components to make an ME assembler. Finally. You know what I'm saying? All I needed was this right here, the quantum eye. I already had the eyes at ender, but this is what I needed the radon gas for. You know what I'm saying? 256 millibuckets. You could get make four of them from one bucket. You know what I'm saying? So I did that just in case I might need them for the future. But I needed the quantum eye in order to make this, the EV emitter. You know what I'm saying? This EV emitter, this is the only thing that was holding me up. So I had everything else, platinum rods, had all of that, EV circuits, everything. You know what I'm saying? Everything else here is robot arms, EV machine holes, another EV circuit, motor, conveyors, you know what I'm saying, aluminum wire. That's all the components I needed to make this. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So let's craft it up. Actually, I'm gonna wait to craft it. You know what I'm saying? I want to make some more radon gas or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Also, so over here, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I didn't talk about this before, whatever. But this is basically a power flower. You know what I'm saying? It's a power array and all that. So the redstone flux cells are batteries. The flux points are coming off the wireless network or whatever that I have over there that I set up before. And then in the back of this is IV battery buffer. You know what I'm saying? With Laptronic energy orbs inside of them. You know what I'm saying? 250 million EU every single one of them. So this is 75 million EU, and then I have another 40 right here. You know what I'm saying? That took a minute to create. In back of that is an IV energy converter or whatever. So it's converting all this RF power um, slash FE forge energy or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Into IV power. You know what I'm saying? IV power starts at I believe it's 8,192 EU per tick. That's IV power. That's what it starts at or whatever. That was in order to run this distillation tower. This is a secondary distillation tower that I created or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I can cool down liquid in the air. I could turn the in the air into liquid in the air, and I could distill it. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the recipe for this, you get all of these outputs. You know what I'm saying? But they nerfed it in this packet. One of those outputs being radon gas. That's the reason why I went this method. You know what I'm saying? But you only get helium and deuterium out of this. You don't get anything else. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit of endopearl dust. You know what I'm saying? To make endopearls. I mean nitrogen dioxide, and you get deuterium. That's the only two outputs. So I was a little bit tight about that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I went through the process. This was a lot of stainless steel. Um, to make this or whatever. I had some of these blocks or whatever, but I had this is a secondary distillation tower. This is not the one that's over there processing the heavy fuel or whatever. Yeah, I didn't talk about that before. Um, yes, now you know. You know what I'm saying? You can't get it from that way. You know what I'm saying? If it was base GT or whatever, that probably would have been the way to get it. But they probably nerfed it in the Cube JS script or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get it that way. So the only way that you could get it is uranium, you know, and plutonium. You know what I'm saying? You need plutonium ingots and you need uranium dust. Uranium dust is a little bit difficult for me to get. Plutonium you can get it from uranium 235. You can it and make the fuel rods or whatever, and then you run it through the nuclear fission reactor, let it process that, make the power. You know what I'm saying? You centrifuge the fuel rods, you get the dust back, and you get the aluminum cells back, and you get plutonium dust out of that. You take the plutonium dust, you turn that into ingots, and then you mix it with the uranium dust. I forgot how I got this. No, I got the uranium dust because I had to keep looking constantly through the through the menus or whatever to see how I got it. And I forgot how I got this. I had to get it from this right here, depleted uranium hexafluoride or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I did. So you get uranite, you know what I'm saying, which is another byproduct. You mix it with the two different gases, whatever acid in the gas, fluorine gas and hydrofluoric acid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This right here, I believe, was a byproduct. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a byproduct, but there's another way. Yeah, thorium. Thorium is the way that I got it. You know what I'm saying? And thorium I got from I believe I got this from pitch blend or whatever. Well, pitch blend is the start of everything, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You have to get pitch blend, which you have to distill molten oil, whatever, to get the pitch blend. And yeah, so that was a long process or whatever in order to do that. Like I said, this is the hardest element to get out of everything, uranium. Uh, well, this particular uranium 238. You know what I'm saying? Because I was getting uranium 235, but that's just when you process it, you get plutonium out of that or whatever. But yeah, I'm already here now, so I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I'm here, finally getting the AE2. You know what I'm saying? About to throw everything into an assembler. You know what I'm saying? And let it do its thing. Can I run this through a regular LV assembler? No, I can't even run it through an assembler. I just have to craft it. So that's what we about to do. And there we go. I should have got a quest complete for that. You know what I'm saying? But apparently it's not part of the quest line. So, yup, that's it right there. Now I can finally get into AE2 properly. You know what I'm saying? And from here, sky's the limit. I'm gonna attach everything on my base to the AE2 system. I already have the power infrastructure already set up. That's why I set up that one down there. If I need any more power, I got this over here. I still also have the heavy fuel that I haven't fully processed into diesel, cetane boosted diesel, and I also have the wood farm to process that into nitrobenzene. So